What's up, everybody? It's your boy King Hussle. Yes, it's the best money and credit channel on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell. So whenever I drop new sauce, new lessons, new methods, and giveaways, you'll be the first one to be notified. You'll be the first one to know what's going on. And hey, you might be the first one to win something for free. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell on all the YouTube channels. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch and my King Hustle Live and King Hustle X1M. I do all my freebies and giveaways from those YouTube channels and the Twitch and the Kick. So make sure you subscribe and hit the all notification bell so you won't miss out on nothing. Also, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. All you gotta do is click the title on every video. Once you click the title on every video, at the bottom in the description, all my social media links will pop up. All right, got a lot of fake King Hustle pages out there, so please get a FaceTime verification call or video to make sure you see this face. Make sure you are doing legit business and you are getting what you paid for. All right. And before we get anything started, this is all educational purposes only, not telling anybody to do anything. So let's get this thing started. Hey, let's get this thing started. Hey, what do my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, my real Hustle Nation Empire family members? We are back at it again with the gems, back at it again with the sauce, back at it again with the information that's going to turn you into a boss. So you're tired of being a zero? You ready to be a family hero? Listen up, take a seat, get your notepad and get your pen, because you already know when I drop these videos, you'll get them notifications. There's going to be some information that's going to help you win, keep you informed, or keep you entertained. So with that being said, we got another King Hustle Crazy reaction video today. And in today's video, we have $60,000 CPN car scam fails after the check just didn't check out. A lot of people be trying these crazy scams, especially with these banks and these CPNs and stolen identities and things like that. And people got to understand, it's a lot that goes in with checks, and these bank tellers, they deal with checks all day every day. So I'm pretty sure they know the feeling of a real check, vice versa, a fake check. Regular white paper from check paper, the thickness, how it feels, the print, all that. So shout out to ICU Body Cam for the body cam footage. Make sure you guys go subscribe, like, hit the all notification bell for more body cam footage over there. And with that being said, let's check out that video.
Are you, the black Tesla out front? Are you guys? Is that your ride?
Yeah.
That's your ride.
Is that y'all ride or what?
All right.
So what's going on today? You guys are trying to purchase something? Yeah. Okay. So what are you guys trying to purchase? What?
What you in there doing?
Okay. So what exactly is happening with the contract?
I guess there's a problem with the check. So I'm just gonna be very straight up and honesty goes a long way. The check's bad. So what's the deal with the
Yeah, what's up with the check?
And stuff like that.
What do you mean?
The checks used to purchase said vehicle are bad. And there's another check brought in that is also bad. Do you have the check?
Purchase this vehicle?
Yeah, that comes in my account.
Okay, can you see
Do you have the check?
Where the check's at?
And it's in First Horizon. So what is First Horizon to you guys?
Right.
All right. And who's the account holder for it?
Joseph, this the account holder for that account.
That's you?
Yeah.
That's your ID first? So in order to sign paper, you're going to need some type of ID.
Don't put him into this.
Really get this. The bank already,
Plus 69.
it's already done. Like we're only here to collect.
Where your ID at, cuz?
All the papers and stuff?
Man, what is your name? Irene?
Irene.
Yeah. Is name? No. Regarding everything. Okay. So from my recollection from our conversation, they see everything went through, but now it's just waiting on. This is like a down payment for the complete payment of the car.
Yeah, so the initial down payment, which was $9,500, they've given us already 2 bad checks.
Okay.
If they have any visitor statement from the person involved, I'm going to have to take that. We're not going to ask any questions. We're just going to
Okay.
They've already wrote me 2 bad checks, and now they brought me a 3rd check, which we can't verify as well. So all these checks,
They just bringing in bad check after bad check. That's bad.
Have no indication of that check, and it's basically fraudulent.
Okay.
So we also ran her records, of course, and we noticed that she had a prior to this type of stuff.
Also, so this is over the down payment of the actual.
Yeah, so the actual contract itself, I mean, it's a fundable contract. Like, we have a real approval with the bank.
It's a consistent down payment.
The whole initial down
in order for make the deal to be complete.
Correct. It's $9,500.
So basically,
We've already tried them to get multiple. I said, can you bring me cash? Because I can't do that. It's got to be a cashier's check. I said, a cashier's check is cash. Just go to your bank and pull the money out.
So basically, she's trying to use that real information and just use bad checks. People would be trying anything, knowing it ain't gonna work.
She goes, oh, they won't let me do it. I have to wait 24 hours.
And this is all within today.
Today,
Okay.
literally, yeah, within today.
Okay. All right, we're gonna speak to you guys individually. So if one of you guys want to come with me, we'll speak to you guys individually. The reason why we're here is because there's a deal with going on with the car, from my knowledge, okay? And then with said knowledge of the vehicle, there was, for a down payment of $9,500, I guess 2 checks were brought in and they weren't good. And then another check was brought in, and then which again wasn't good either. They contacted the lender, and the lender has no record of that check ever being cashed or being created, any knowledge of it whatsoever. So that's what we have an issue when it comes to the checks. So what's going on with the checks?
Okay, so we've been trying to buy this car for probably about a month and a half, right?
Okay.
3 weeks after they were trying to get approval. 3 weeks after, they called me like, hey, we're good to go. You guys can come and you'll have the deal, whatever. You guys can move forward with like picking up the car.
Okay.
Sure, no problem. Originally it was a $7,000 down payment to come here. Then they're like, oh, the down payment is gonna be $9,500 or something like that because we're gonna waive something, yada yada. That was about 2 weeks or something like that. I asked them, how can I make the payment, for the down payment? I said, I can bring you business check, like what can I make it? Friday or Saturday or something like that, so the bank was closed. So bring the check, and they call me on Wednesday, and they say that the check returned, the funds weren't available or something like that. So I go back,
So when were you notified of that?
That was
Hey, we got the same here.
To the best of your knowledge.
To the best of your knowledge. So the first time they checked in,
Looking like Coolio.
what day was that?
What's up, Grandma?
Thursday or
Looking like
last
Lloyd.
week or something like
Last
that.
Thursday? Okay.
Yeah. So then
Look like your brother.
Didn't go through. And so then I came in. They asked me to give them oh no. I was here. So with the whole situation that it was 2 checks and stuff like that, I had given them the wrong check, the original check for the original deal before they had asked me to go to
DJ.
to go, that the increase of the down payment was from 7,000. So I had originally given them, and we were here, we had 2 checks, the one for 7,000 and the one for 95. I had given him the wrong check, so I came back and I brought him the correct check.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
And that was on Thursday.
That was on Thursday.
So you brought 2 checks.
Yeah. So.
And what was the lender for the checks?
Who just wiped their hand across
What was
the
the bank
camera?
used for the checks?
First Horizon.
First Horizon.
Our bank. It's the same bank that we our account with First Horizon.
Checks.
So no problem. He calls me today. Well, he
What
called
y'all
me
watching?
today, and Joe texts me and says, emergency.
y'all watching?
A Rico called. I said, okay, no problem.
Who's Joe?
All right, I'm gonna call you. You'll call me. All right.
Who's
He is my partner, my son's dad.
Okay.
So which his name is who the account.
Is it like a
It's his account.
Oh, it's his account. So it's a loan that's going to him.
No. So the vehicle is for both of us. We both signed the for the vehicle.
Oh, you're co-signers.
Yeah, we both signed for the vehicle, but the bank where the funds are coming from is his bank. It's his
So now
bank
she's
account.
trying to put everything on him. She ain't no good, cuz.
So he calls me, tells him that Mayor called him and told him that there was an issue with
She's
the check.
sloppy.
I come here immediately to try to address it, to try to figure out what's going on. I call the bank. The bank obviously tells me, that the payment returned or whatever not, that they can put a stop payment to the check or something like that, and that they can, and then the funds would be back in my account the next day. Within 24 to 48 hours, they could, because when you get like a draft, a printed draft, they take the funds out to put them into the check or something like that. I'm not sure. So I came here with them and I said, listen, what do you want me to do? I said, do you want me to go to the bank and get you another check from the bank, or
all the checks you've been bringing been bogus?
Give you.
They don't want no more checks from you.
That I have on another account, and then come in the morning with the remaining balance. And then he was the one that said, "No, I'll send you to the bank with your I'll send you to the bank with somebody. So one of his salesperson took me to the bank. Went to the bank, came back, and that's the check that I gave him. And then he was just telling me like he already called and he cleared, everything was good, not a problem. Have Joe come because we have to re-sign the buyer's order, and that's it. And then you guys walked in when we were about to do that.
Okay.
They haven't the last check that I brought him. They don't know if it cleared or not anything because he told me that he had called to verify.
They know it didn't
and
clear.
that on his end it was fine, but he still had to take it to the bank and try to get it cashed and whatever not.
So as of right now, you have tried to clear 2 checks with this company?
As of right now, I have one check in the return. So I gave him this is the check that returned says the funds weren't available, and this is the
And that check
that I'm
was that was the check for $9,500.
yeah. It's only one check for $9,500. That is the deposit. That is the down payment. And so then the other thing is that was the down payment. The company that I guess financed the vehicle, which was American Credit Acceptance, I called them this morning to find out if they already paid them and they issued funding, and they told me that they had. The only thing that they were missing from them was some paperwork, but that it was already in funding, and so that they received the additional difference of the funds, which was the 20,000 and some change.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I had no idea. I gave them the option of, what do you want me to do? They even took me themselves to the bank. He was like, oh, don't take your Uber, we'll drive you there or something like that. And he had one of the gentlemen drive me to the bank.
Okay.
And
what did you do at the bank?
Huh?
What did you do at the bank?
Check.
Okay, which check did you get?
The one that I gave him that he told me that he hasn't cashed or anything because he's not able to cash it or whatever now.
And this is the check that you handed to me?
Yes.
Okay.
The check that I
Do you know what check number that was that they gave me?
It starts with a 9, I believe.
Okay, so you said you have the bank statements. Normally, if you look at the bank statements, it'll tell you what check number they wrote out. Is there a way for you to get into that?
Yeah. Where the bank statements at?
The bank statement is going to give you the bank statements that's already been released. You mean the account itself?
So when you purchase a buyer's check, it tells you the check number that they're issuing.
But no, so it's not. It's a business account. So what they do is it's a draft check. They print us the check. They print us the
It'll show you
check.
the bank check number.
Gotcha.
And all of this is coming from your account?
It's his account. It's Joe's.
Are you on his account at all?
Like, are you like an authorized user? Are you able to access the funds from his account?
I'm in the business part of the business account. Yes.
Okay.
But he's the.
Okay. And each one of these checks you physically got from the bank?
No, only one of them. The first 2 we use our system to print our draft checks out.
What's
QuickBooks, which is what we use.
Use QuickBooks. Okay.
Let me see that account.
He's gonna have to open the account. I can't.
Now she can't get into the account. Cap,
log in.
got her.
So have you at any point contacted the bank directly? Did you ever think to contact your actual bank regarding the reason why the checks aren't going through? Have you contacted them at any
This
point?
morning, that's when I found out about it returning today. That's when I reached out to them and asked them about why the check didn't clear or whatever is going on, because they had told me that it didn't clear because of sufficient funds.
Okay.
So I asked them, we had other deposits, we had other deposits coming into the account. So I asked them, and so that's when they told me, the funds would be in the account within 24 to 48 hours or something like that. So to tell them that if they wanted the funds in cash,
Talking
I
about.
would have to bring it to them tomorrow. I could give them some funds today and then the remaining tomorrow.
So the check was written prior to funds being available?
Correct. The first check, yes.
Okay.
And they were aware of that. Yes.
And this is from the influx of money that's from the business side of it.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. All right. And
but as of right now, as of what I knew today was, hey, the check didn't clear. There was not funds or something. We couldn't verify it. Either bring us the funds or, we'll take you to the bank to get the check, to get another check. So That's what they decided. He drove me to the bank. I went to the bank. That was that.
You ain't got no money,
I gave him the
girl.
option of giving him, some cash today and the remaining of it in the morning. And there was a lot of back and forth. Some people were saying yes, other people were saying no. He told me you're good. Then he said, you're not good. So I really don't. And before you guys got here,
Sloppy,
we were
bro.
about to sign something. He told me that he had given it to his accounting team or something, and he had already called and verified something.
So at the bank, when you physically went there to get the check, they never gave you an issue when it came to getting the check or obtaining it with, being now you finding out that there was no availability of funds. They never gave you an issue with that?
No, because I had pending deposits that were coming into the account. That's why they said, within 24 to 48 hours. And I asked them, and they said, no, we deposited. It takes a couple of days to clear.
And in which bank did you physically go in person to?
The one today or the one?
The one today. Which one did you go in person to?
Yeah.
So they took you to a First Verizon location?
Yes, they took
Okay.
me. They themselves took me in the blue BMW. The guy drove me there.
Okay.
Is that your son?
That don't mean nothing. You probably had a whole bogus check in your purse or something. It came out like they gave you that check. Like, come on, people.
In Port Charlotte.
When they're gonna tell me.
Yeah, of course. No, it's it's an insurance fraud, and it was a job that we did in Port Charlotte. It's currently outstanding. An issue with the dispute between me and the customer as far as the work that was done and whatever not.
What type of work is it?
We do water damage, mold, and construction. So as of right now, I have a court date next month, and it is my understanding that the case is going to get dismissed because I provided them with all documentation of the work that we did do. What was your first name?
I ain't see none of these comments. What it do? Everybody, Mike.
I'm sorry, they talking in my ear.
No, you're fine.
Gert. What's up?
Matthew, what it do?
You have a son.
I ain't smoking no dro. What you talking about? You slow.
Okay. You see the other guy?
She in there capping though. I'm over here doing this reaction video. It's gonna drop in a little second, so make sure
You being truthful?
y'all locked in and tuned in because I'm gonna drop the reaction video.
They already have it. Everything we have right now is showing fraudulent activity.
Okay.
Right? So we have choices of what to do, right?
You out there showing that fraudulent activity, cuz.
Problems because you have a child that's here.
Okay.
My suggestion would be truthful and honest. Exactly what you were doing. And we can determine what leniency we have if we're going to charge you. Does that make sense?
I understand.
Oh no, you getting charged.
Right now, you're in a bad spot. Your boyfriend or fiance or I don't know if you guys are married.
It's a child's father.
Child's father. Both in a bad spot. And you got a child. I have 4 children.
Okay.
One is young, little than him, and one probably almost your age. Okay. Let's start over. What was the deal?
Honestly,
What was the deal?
we provided them a check
Okay.
for them to
Did you know that the funds weren't available on the check?
originally. The account is not under mine. It's not under my name. So it's his account. We have funds. We had
It's
funds
his
spending.
account.
Yes, his
So the
account.
account was under his name,
Correct. And
and you knew that the funds weren't available.
so when we originally turned in the check to them on Saturday, we knew the funds weren't available. They told me they were going to hold the check for a couple of days. I asked, can I pay you with a business check? And they told me, hey, the funds.
You knew the money wasn't there enough. Y'all ain't got no money, cuz.
Something like that.
You brought another check.
And so, yeah, then they called me and said, bring me another check.
Was that check? Was the funds available?
Huh?
Was the funds available?
When I brought it that check, yes. The
So they
funds were-
cashed that check.
Yeah, that's the check that we're supposed to cash, and then they called me today and they said that they couldn't cash.
This is just dumb
because
right
they
here,
couldn't
bro.
recognize it or something like that, and that's when they said, go to the bank.
So they said,
Bro, this is dumb because at the end of the day, bro. At the end of the day, if there's no money available, what you think they gonna do? But ain't no money available, so we just gonna let you slide? Like, they want their money. They don't like. What do y'all be thinking? Like, people be not thinking. Like, bro, you go like, huh?
Check was like there was soda spilled on it or something, and said,
So they couldn't recognize the numbers on it? Is that what they're?
that's what they're saying on their end that it said. I don't know how true that is. When I called the bank told me that the check was never even attempted to be ran through. So that's when they
so
said,
where did you get the second check?
Huh?
Where did you get that second check from?
When they say huh, that means
No,
they
so
thinking about
the
something.
first check
Something real
we
quick.
print our checks. We use QuickBooks to print our check from our business account. And we have multiple accounts. We have First Horizon, we have Sophie, we have multiple accounts. So we use QuickBooks whenever we're gonna pay a vendor, we print out the check. So that's where that came from. I gave them the option today, like I said, because they were like, we're not gonna, let's avoid the whole check thing, because obviously it takes them a few days for them to know if the check cleared or whatever not. I said, I can bring you some cash. What do you want to do? Do you want me to bring you some cash? And, bring some cash today and the remaining tomorrow when the rest of the funds clear? Or what do you want to do? And he was like, the
She in there lying and
oh
stuttering.
yeah, I'm good with, with doing that. That's what he said originally. So I said, okay, let's do that. Then he came back to me and he said, no, I think we're good. I think you're fine. Don't leave. That's when I was about to leave. He said, I think you're fine. Don't leave. Let me go talk to the GM, the general manager that's there. So he went there and then he sat right here at this desk with me and said, hey, this is the situation. I'm out of $9,500 right now because the check hasn't cleared. What, how do you want to handle it? He's like, I can hold the vehicle for 24 hours, till tomorrow, so you guys get the funds, you can bring it to me. Or, he says, or I can send you to the bank with, I can send you with this person to the bank and you can go to the bank or whatever and try to get, get another check. And so then
I'm gonna go talk to them and see what they say. Are you on probation or parole?
She in there lying.
And so then that's what I did. And so the last thing that was said was like, hey, have Joe come here to try to, sign everything. We're missing the buyer's order and everything like that. I even said to him, do you want me to bring the vehicle? What do you want me to do? He said, no, don't worry about the vehicle. He's like, you just need to sign the buyer's order and then you're good to go. You're done.
Okay.
And then you guys just, boom, happen to show in.
Okay.
I mean, I was sitting there even playing around. Like, I'm trying to take anybody's money. I want the car. I want to drive the car. The car is at my house. Like, I'm not trying to steal the car from them.
We're not throwing those words now. So my thing is, and what something that is confusing me is, so you told me that you're an authorized accessor of the account for the business, correct?
Correct.
So, but yet, so what is?
What y'all got going on, man? I'm doing this reaction video that's gonna drop real soon.
Are you able to get in and see, hey, this is how much money's here, or like, did you not
Correct.
previously look into it prior to doing this, or you kind of were just taking his father's word for it?
No, we had pending deposits coming into the bank account, so I could see the bank account and the balance that's on the bank account and whatever not. I mean, there's only certain things that I could do that I'm accessible to do.
Okay.
That's why, we have, everything is connected to QuickBooks. That's how we print our checks.
Okay.
It uses a system called online check, it verifies the account and everything. It's his account, it's our account. It's not like some random person's account. It's not, it's our bank account.
Okay. Let me just verify if they need anything else. Just 1 second.
You got nothing on it.
Yes.
Working backwards, like I said.
Yes. That's what he just said.
Chad and I agreed to let him go with this kid.
Mhm.
Take her now because.
Correct. That's what me and Andy just had a whole conversation on. Because he was like, yeah, we can talk about this. He's willing to tell us. I got her since we know she did it. So I'm gonna
Yeah, she going down, man.
We can talk to him about.
Yeah, they taking her.
We need to see if they can trust with the cars because now we have to make it 10.
Somebody walk away and going.
We forgot what it is or whatever with the
I don't
car
care
and
if it's male or
everything.
female. You don't got.
So if somebody wants to do that, I'm gonna grab all the 42 from the business from her.
Let me find.
She trying to arrest her.
Chung's inside there with her.
Stand by just in case.
Yeah.
Something happens and we gotta run in here.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
All right, just stand by her. Okay.
Is that all your stuff, ma'am?
This is just one.
What's your name?
Gertie, mate.
Gertie? My name's Eric, okay? Give me all your stuff. Take off your bracelet before anything else goes on. Anything in your pockets, Gertie?
Yes.
What do you got?
Just my keys.
Just your keys?
You got in your pockets, Gertie.
Let them pray.
Pray.
Put your hands together. You can
Back
pray
your hands.
it backwards,
Nope,
okay?
other way. There you
Other
go.
way. Other way.
You want it to?
Yes.
Is my son and Joe?
We're gonna talk.
10-4. We'll have a black female at 15 reference 53, Sigma 19. Does it 19 or 18?
You want to see? You want me to see it?
Not 18. I just need to speak to Joe just so you can know.
5'6". Actually, it'd be a signal 18.
It's really, really tight.
Handcuffs are tight. Hold on, wait. Just give her a second.
Hey man, say man, people be trying the silliest things and they get the most silliest results. This right here. So with that being said, it's just all about being more safe, being more cautious, and being more aware of what's going on. People do not be thinking about they strategies. Like every time we see somebody trying to do these fake check scams, it be the same results. They don't be have these stories don't be matching. It just all be bad. So with that being said, be more safe, be more cautious, and be more aware of what you got going on, who you doing it with, and why you're doing it, right? So shout out to all my real King Hustle fans, supporters, subscribers out there, because without y'all, there'd be no me. Y'all motivate me to keep going. Y'all motivate me to keep dropping the sauce, and y'all motivate me to keep y'all entertained. So shout out to all of y'all. Anybody out there is tired of being broke because it ain't no joke, let's get to work. FaceTime one-on-one limited gyms are $1,000. But for limited time only, I'm doing them for 600. Yes, 600 cash app or Bitcoin payment. Once the 600 is on your cash app or Bitcoin balance, send me a screenshot. Let me know your payment ready. And we will go from there. All right, no screenshots, no replies, no 21 questions, and please do not yell me. Make sure y'all booking y'all seat on the webinars Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 250. Make sure y'all booking y'all seat on the crypto tour in person limited gyms, 3,500. Make sure y'all booking y'all seat on the month-long mentorship, 750. Don't miss out on the opportunity, limited time only. Make sure y'all checking out my vendor platforms on Telegram, the Potato app, and Discord, Millionaire Network and World. Still looking for people for the production company. Make sure y'all subscribe and hit the notification bell on my YouTube channels, my Twitches, my IGs, TikTok, Snapchats, Discord, Kick. Make sure y'all checking out the crypto world because it's changing people's lives, and make sure y'all get in and y'all fit in with these lows, all right? 125 and up, cash app, Bitcoin payments. Send me the screenshots when y'all ready, and let's get to work. And with that being said, it's your boy King Hustle. Y'all know how to get down in these videos. I'll see you at the next lesson video or live. Peace.